James, many congratulations. A fabulous performance to kick off this year's match play. How would you assess it up in your own words?
Yeah, really good. Excited, nervous, and I'm trying to find a third reaction. Yeah, just happy, you know. Yeah, I did all right, you know. Hit the right scores and the right doubles. Yeah, I think if I'd have scored a little bit better, it would have been quite magical. But yeah, really happy to win against someone like Joe. Because should I tell you the strangest thing in the world? Someone like Joe, you know, he's probably not the very best dart player in the world, but he's really confident. And you know, when you play against someone like Joe, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't really affect him. So for someone like me that's not very confident, it's like a complete polar opposite. So yeah. But I'm just happy just to do a job, get him done, and move to the next one.
Been here 20 years in a row is a staggering feat. Does it still feel the same coming back here?
No, the practice rooms are lovely now. But yeah, you know, I was quite surprised actually, and that's not like a little need anyone or need press, but I thought 20 years, you know, be a little bit more celebrated than what any of you have done, any of you. But yeah, moving onwards and upwards, and we are doing what we're doing. 20 years, I don't think there's many dart players that have achieved stuff like that. So I'm proud of myself, even if you lot aren't.
It's a great achievement.
Not that great, 'cause you didn't interview him before.
Did you get your stuff back from the Euro Tour? Were we still playing with the old equipment? Did you get your suitcase back with everything in? And
well,
like
British Airways let me down massively. Broke my zip on my case. Obviously, I'm claiming for a new one, British Airways. But yeah. No, I got my stuff just about. But you know, it's a small detail on something as big as the World Matchplay.
I just wondered if you were superstitious with equipment and stuff like that.
I'm always superstitious, you know. I go in number 2 trap, I go to the same toilet, I go to the same place at the same time every time, you know. So I'm quite like old-fashioned and I guess superstitious, yeah.
Cheers, James. Thank you.
Thank you.
James, 20 years you've been coming here. Is this feeling still as special as ever when you step out in that winter garden?
Feel more relaxed now, you know. Old. You've got older. I'm much older. You know, I think as a young. I think the first time I played it was 23, 20. Yeah, so yeah, I've grown into a young man. Well, a big man. But yeah, it's quite strange. Who's got booed there? Well, that's really unlike like the Blackpool crowd. So, but who cares? But yeah, just grown into a character and become a little bit more relaxed and a little bit less insecure of the young man I was when I started there.
Provisionally, you're back up to world number 5. You've spoken about the health problems you've had.
Provisionally, or I am?
Well, in the live rankings you are, yeah.
There you go then. So it's not provisionally, is it?
Not provisionally.
Are you here or are you not here?
Yeah.
Are you here or you're not here?
In the live rankings.
Are you here or not here?
Yeah.
There you go then. So you're here. Thank you.
So how proud are you of the way you've fought back to the very top?
I've done. I'm not at the very top, am I? I'm not at the very top. I'm not achieved what I can achieve, but I'm doing all right, you know. If you can all acknowledge number 5, that's perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
James, I believe your highest average.
Yeah, surprisingly. Yeah.
I mean, with all the games that you've played
Yeah,
here, you must
a
have
lot.
set right at the top.
61 games, I think it is, or 51 games. Yeah.
61.
So yeah, that's quite a lot of games for not a very good average. But yeah, for me, yeah, I'm really happy. As I say, I met my wife here, you know, and everything's positive. I've got 2 wonderful children that come from here. Yeah, it's happy times, you know. I think I'm very similar to Gary, you know. You can all write wonderful things. You can all publicise other dart players in wonderful ways. I'm just doing my thing. You know, if you want to acknowledge it and respect it, that's entirely up to you. Not respect, that's the wrong word. That just sounds quite contradictory. But, you know, if you want to publicise it as much as you want to do or you don't want to do, I'm the same as Gary Anderson, you know. I'm just here, I'm earning money for my family, and I'm still enjoying most of it. So, you know, let's not make it about what a player is in a publicity way. Let's make it about what darts is. You know, if we make it about what darts is a great game. Let's not be all political and awkward about everything.
You said earlier you're not a confident person.
No, never have been.
Producing performances like that,
Yeah.
that must come out a little.
Yeah, like I say, I've got bipolar and ADHD. You know, this is my worst nightmare. You know, sat in front of people like yourselves, and and normally come out with something awkward just to try and justify it or defend myself. You know, I've got a little bit older, a little bit more experienced, so you know, it is what it is. But my place and being at home is with my children, my wife, and yeah. So we'll just keep going. Thank you very much.
James, you've got a sensation.
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you.
Still the boss?
Yeah, try to be. That's what I've got written there. You've got obviously a sensational record here. We know about the longevity. But from when you were here first to now, do you still feel because you came in a blaze of glory with lots of finals, can you do it again? What a story that would be.
100% I can do it again. 100% I'm good enough to win this tournament. I mean, I think if anyone believes any different, I think they're a little bit Wayne Mardle. But you know, no, I respect Wayne as well. I mean, Wayne's a wonderful person. He's got great knowledge of the game. I think he writes quite a few of the other players off. But yeah, of course I can win this tournament. Of course I can. It's no secret, you know. Last year against Luke Humphreys in the semi-finals, didn't play quite so well. There's a couple of things on stage that happened that shouldn't have happened. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just bloody happy to be here, you know. I mean, there's other great dart players. I'm not going to say the names because, you know, I feel closely and relevant to them, you know, that aren't here, you know, and I am here. So, you know, am I lucky? Am I gifted? Am I take my chances? I don't know what. I think all of them are or above. I'm just happy to be here. Cheers, thank you.
James, in the sport we've seen players come, win things and then drift away, but you've been here 20 years now, you've won so many tournaments and still continue to do that.
Yeah.
How do you keep the motivation still?
I don't know, you know. I mean, I think it's a good thing. I don't think there's anyone else in darts at the moment in this current time that can do that. I mean, if anyone can answer that, like I say, I'm not looking for answers, but you know, I think I've done bloody well, and maybe that doesn't get celebrated enough. Not that I want anyone to celebrate it, not unless around my house for a barbecue. But yeah, it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. I'm just happy to be here. I know I'm good enough to mix it with anyone. And I go back to there's a few players that aren't here that are celebrated a lot, and I'm still here, and I'm not perhaps celebrated so much. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here, you know, and I think I did a good reflection of my character and my personality on the stage. Yeah, just looking forward to my next one.
People don't talk about you. Does that annoy you or drive you on to prove that people wrong?
No, it doesn't drive me on. It kind of frustrates me because I think, what more have I got to do? You know, because again, you can all know what I've done and know what I haven't done. You can all follow your favourites or your non-favourites. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating, you know. I think I've done enough and I've paid my dues and I've beaten everyone there is to beat and I've won most things there is to win. Of course, it's frustrating for me, you know. But I think it's a little bit of I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I think it's a bit of a silly question because who would any of you not be frustrated if you'd have been and achieved what I've done? Would you not be a little bit frustrated, you know? But you know, you all have your favourites to talk about, and that's life, and that's how it is. And I don't hold it against any of you, just all of you. But no, it is what it is, you know. And like I say, I'm just happy to be here. I'm mixing it. I'm not happy to be here. I know I belong to be here. So yeah. Cheers. I appreciate your time.
Congrats, James.
Cheers, buddy.
You made comparisons to Gary Anderson just before. He's been on the record and said if he was to get back into the top four,
Yeah.
he'd reject the Premier League, he'd reject the World Series events. Obviously, you're
In the politest way possible, I think I'll get there before he does.
and I agree with that, to be honest. You're obviously on the brink of going there. If those opportunities to come your way, would you do the same or would you take them with open arms?
I think I've paid enough dues and I think I've done enough things and I think I've given enough of my life to the PDC that I'd like to get those rewards, but I don't think that would ever happen to me. You know, I think if I was to get back in the top four, things would change with the qualification gaps and I just think it would change, you know. I'm not what they need and I'm not probably what they want, but I want to be there 100%, you know.
Why do you think?
Because I'm awkward. I'm an awkward character, you know. I probably don't say the right things at the right times, and I'm probably not polite. No, I am polite actually. No, I am a polite person, aren't I, Dave? You know, I'm probably not great at saying the right things at the right time. If I was great at saying the right things at the right time, I probably would have been in all the World Series the last 12 months. you know. But I don't quite fit into that mould, you know. If that's for me being awkward or my mental, all those other bits that I've got with me, I'm not going to bring them all up. All the traffic I've got coming along, you know. There's other players that do manage to get those things, and unfortunately I don't. I'd love to travel the world, you know. I've been doing it for 25 years. Do you not think I want to travel the world? Do you not think I want to represent the PDC? Do you not think I want my children and my wife to see me do great things? It's a bit of a silly. It's not a silly question, but if you think about it in the long term of things, the reasons why I'm not in it, the reasons why I am in it, it goes towards why I shouldn't be in it. You know.
Does it make you more hungry to go and lift another?
No, it makes no. If anything, it crushes me. You know, it crushes me. You know, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it crush me for someone to be further down or further up? That perhaps.
Put your name on this trophy.
Yeah, but it's exhausting. I've done it for 15 years. Of perhaps not getting what I maybe could have got. So it's exhausting not to be in that. But you know, I'll keep trying as hard as I can. You know, I want to be in it all. I want to be part of it all. Of course I do, because when you're not in it, you feel like a lemon. You know, and none of you can answer that any different to what I've said. I don't think, unless someone can. I don't think any of you can, but yeah.
James, you said obviously you're pleased to be here. Just
Yeah.
How special is this venue and is this competition to you?
It's magical, you know. The crowd are great, and as I say, there's a few players that aren't here this year, which are magical, and they're amazing dart players. So it just shows how hard it is now to qualify for things, and how hard it is to be involved in things, you know. So you know, I'm really happy to be here. I think I deserve to be here. 2 years ago, 4 years ago, I wasn't well. That's the reason why I dropped out, you know. It wasn't because everyone was a lot better than me. It's because I wasn't very well. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here, aren't I? I could have just drifted away, but I'm not. You're not that lucky.
You mentioned meeting your wife in Blackpool as well. So as well as darts memories, is it also nice to have that personal element coming
Not
in?
really, no. Not really, no. No, she's wonderful, love. You know, and she can be two of the most amazing boys in the world. Arthur and Alfred, yeah, as I say, I'm just lucky to be here. I'm not lucky to be here because I graft harder than most people. You know, I don't practice. Don't get me wrong. I probably put the least into the game, but I sacrifice a lot. You know, so it's not that I go and practice 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day because I'm not, and I don't, and I never have done. But what I do is when I have had, in fact, the first time ever I've declined an invitation for the PDC was a couple of weeks ago, you know, to go to Australia because I booked a holiday and stuff, you know. I won't put that before my family, but I've always put the PDC before James and before my family and before relatives, you know. So I think I've sacrificed and done enough towards that, you know. As much as I want to go to Australia, I'm going to Disneyland Paris. So yeah, you will see.
And performance today, was it about showcasing what you can do and what you all are
That's
about?
not what I can do, you know. I can do far better than that. You know, I think if everyone thinks that's the best I can do, then, or showcasing what I can do, you know, they're a little bit far behind. But yeah, I'm just happy to go up there and play great darts against Joe, which is a great dart player. He didn't slow me down, he didn't stop me, he just threw his darts and he got around, you know, back in the relaxed area after the stage. He didn't do anything, didn't say anything, you know, he just let me play my darts, you know, and I was the better player on that occasion, and I come through and won.